What up? How's everybody doing? We're here to talk about The Voices 2014, rated R. You can find it on YouTube, Amazon Prime, Google Play, Redbox, and Vudu. It's starring one Ryan Reynolds, uh, Gemma Arterton. I think that's Arterton. I'm sorry, Gemma Arterton and Anna Kendrick. And Jackie Weaver played Dr. Weaver. Dr. Warren. Man, I'm sorry, I'm doing two things at once. I gotta stop. Boom. Okay. Did it. Alright. Yeah. Starring Jackie Weaver plays Dr. Warren. Hey Sunflower Girl, how you're up here talking about The Voices. Did you watch it? How did you feel about it? I haven't really started talking about it yet. I was just giving a little rundown. I was about to talk about the director right quick. Who I was impressed, I never heard of her before. And I was surprised that a woman directed this movie. Her name is Mary Jane Satrapi, I suppose that's how you pronounce it. I'm terrible, but it's something like that. But she's a woman, and she directed this movie. There's not enough. There's not enough women directors, especially ones like her. She's French. She's French Iranian, so she's from Iran. But more impressive, she is not only a movie director, but she's a graphic novelist, a illustrator, a cartoonist, and a children's book author. And she's won like hella awards, but just not around here. All of her awards are like over there. Well, I was impressed by Mary Jane. Go Mary Jane. So yeah, the movie, yes, okay, that was the director. I ran it all down. Told you we could watch it. Told you a little bit about. Okay, let's get into the potatoes. The meat and the potatoes. How did you feel, Sunflower? What did you feel? Tell me all your feels. I myself thought it was flip it. Wait. Before I get even start running my mouth, I think that I need to start by saying how important mental health is. Um, if you feel like you got something going on, there are places you can go, people you can reach out to, websites, phone numbers, help centers. So yeah, mental health. Okay, this movie was flippin' hilarious. Holy shit! Oh man, so if you haven't seen it, it's about Ryan Reynolds, a man who he hears voices. One of the voices that he hears is from his cat, Mr. Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers is, I don't know if that's Scottish, maybe? It's either Scottish or Irish. It was real heavy, so I'm going with Scottish. Scottish accent, Mr. Whiskers. And Mr. Whiskers is a dick. He's evil and is wanting Jerry to embrace the murder. Just be a murderer, please. He's an evil cat. I love Mr. Whiskers. Thank you. Another one of the voices he hears is from a dog named Bosco. And Bosco is, a loyal dog, but he's like the good. It's like the animals are like good and evil. So the cat was like evil, and the dog was like good, always encouraging him. And he was always telling the dog, "You're a good boy." And the dog was always like, It was funny when someone would knock on the door. The dog would, "I got your back, Jerry. I got your back, Jerry. Intruder alert! Intruder alert!" The dog's. A little thing I learned today, actually, when I was looking up some things I could talk about regarding the movie. I didn't know until today that Ryan Reynolds actually did the voices for the animals, the cat, the dog, and the deer that he had to kill briefly when they hit it with his car. But yeah, he did the voices too, which makes it even funnier to me that Ryan Reynolds was faking a Scottish voice as a cat, and then whatever the hell that voice was as the dog. Uh, uh, and the deer, like, it made it so much funnier to me knowing that he did the voices. I don't know why it did. It just did. Because when I watched it the first couple of times, I didn't know. I didn't know until today. I watched some clips even earlier before I knew and was watching them, and then I came across that fact, and I was like, "Holy shit!" So I went back and watched some more clips, and you can hear it once if you haven't seen the movie and you do see it later, or you rewatch it. Now that I told and you didn't know, and now that I told you, you're gonna hear it now, especially in the cat, especially in the cat. Holy shit, Ryan Reynolds. So okay, so he's hearing voices. Um, he's it's kind of dry in the beginning, actually a little slow, a little goofy because he's Ryan Reynolds. Um, but then it picks up. He's got a thing for this chick at the office, works at ye old office. She's a cunt. Oh, that's a terrible word. I'm so sorry. She's a bitch. I guess that's a better word. She's a bitch, and she's a diva, and she's the office hottie, as she put it. She's the office hottie, English broad. So, um, he winds up killing her. Sorry, there's no other way to say killing her and cutting her up into little pieces of a body and packing her in these little Tupperware containers. And he has them all stacked up. I think he got data. They didn't really say. Did they say? I don't remember what he did with all those containers of that lady. Once he stacked them up, did he put them in the freezer? And then what? Like, I don't really remember now that I'm talking about it. But anyway, you could see her little hand through one of the Tupperware containers. He had them all stacked up. In this movie, it's comical, so it's not like this dark, like Jason or Freddy Krueger type shit. It's funny, so it's hard to because it's such a serious subject matter, but it's hard to take it that way because it's so funny. After he kills the first Fiona is her name, the office hottie. He kills her and he keeps her head though. He puts all her body parts in containers, and he puts her head in the fridge. He puts her fucking head in the fridge, bro. And then one day she starts talking to him. So now he's got the cat, evil Mr. Whiskers, hilarious, thank you. The good dog, Miss Bosco, and flipping Fiona in the being judgy, and she was a bitch even when she was just ahead. She was like talking to him, down to him one minute, and then the next minute, like, "We love you, Jerry." Like, it was real weird. So then there was one chick at the office who kind of liked him. Anna, what's her name? Kendrick. Anna Kendrick played that role. A girl who liked him at the office, and he wasn't picking up on it because his nose was wide open for old girl. And then, the interaction between him and this cat and this dog is just, it's everything. For me, the cat, one day he was out fucking around and he didn't come home. Jerry didn't come home till late, and the cat, took a shit on his couch. And he was like, that's what's gonna happen if you don't get home and feed me. You little shit on your couch, Playboy. Oh my god, this movie's great. I love Ryan Reynolds. So then the second lady from the office shows up, and it's a great scene with him and Anna Kendrick because it was all nice at first, and he's all, just a regular dude. And then I think she saw the head. Did she not see? I think she saw old girl's head on the table. I think. I'm not sure which order it happened. Sorry. It's so terrible. But then she, was hiding in his bathroom, screaming and shit. And he's on the outside of the bathroom door. What's up, Sanity? How are you? Have you seen this movie? If you haven't, I'm going to ruin it for you. Well, parts of it. She's in the bathroom, screaming, leave me alone, don't kill me, that kind of shit. And he's on the other side of the door going, "Oh, I'm so sorry, please open the door." It's funny how he's apologizing that he's about to kill her. He did that to the first woman he killed, too. He's like apologetic while he's killing these two women. And she gets out of the bathroom. There's a struggle, but he wins and he kills her too. And then he cuts her head off, and now he's got two bitches in the refrigerator, and they're both talking shit. Got the cat, the dog. Meanwhile, he's seeing a doctor. He's not taking his medication like he should. So if he were to take his medication, he wouldn't hear these voices. But hey, Osun, how are you? Have you seen this movie? It's great. You see, I gave it 3 cookies. Um, he's supposed to be on medication. He's not taking it. If he were to take the medication, he wouldn't be hearing these voices, at all. But the cat is very convincing, and the cat is winning, and the cat is the dominant voice, if you will. It's good. You should check it out, Osun. It's pretty funny. It's about a serious subject, but it's a comedy thriller, I guess. I think that's what it was categorized as, a comedy thriller. So where was I? Holy shit! In the chat. Stay out of the chat. Oh, 4 cookies from Sunflower. Oh, I can highlight stuff. 4 cookies from Sunflower. Boom. Murder. He was murdered. Oh, okay. So he was supposed to take the meds, didn't take the meds. He's seeing the doctor, so the doctor's, he's opening up to the doctor and telling her things, but not everything, obviously, because he's got, heads at the house in the freezer, and Tupperware, which like I said, I don't remember what he did with all the Tupperware parts of her body. Like, I don't remember. Cray, right? So, at some point, he kidnaps the, wait, there's a third girl. Holy shit, I forgot about the third girl. There's a third girl, a big girl, a fat girl, who was a friend of the first girl that he killed from the office. All these women that he killed are from his office. So she shows up, and then he kills her, and now he's got 3 heads in the refrigerator, right? Still ain't take his meds. The doctor's trying to encourage him to take his meds. He's lying to her, but he winds up kidnapping her ass. I think she's the one that saw the head. I think she came over because he hadn't shown up for a visit or something. And now she's tied up on the goddamn couch. Duct taped, sock in her mouth. Holy shit. But she's trying to keep it professional, The cat is the most. The cat's like, kill this bitch. Kill them all. Ugh. So then after he's got all the 3 bitches in the freezer talking to him, screaming different shit. Why'd you do this to me, Jerry? Shit like that. Cat the dog. The voices are increasing. He's still not taking his meds. So then they hit you with his backstory on how he became a nutbag. Sorry, mental health. His mother had mental health issues, and they were coming to take her to the nut house, lock her up. And he was about, I'd say he looked, me and kids, about 10 maybe, 11. And she was begging him, she was saying, I hear voices, I hear people talking to me. And he said, oh, I do too, mommy. And she says, I know you do, son. Oh. And then she's laying in her bed. Oh. And then she's like, I can't go. She said, don't ever tell anyone. You hear those voices. Because if you tell them, they're going to take you away like they're trying to take me away, right? And then you see the sirens, the red sirens, the flashing lights. Sorry, you hear the sirens and see the flashing lights. And she's like, no, don't let him take me. Don't let him do it. And so she breaks the glass and sticks it in her neck and tries to kill herself in front of her 11-year-old child. And he's like, holy shit. And it didn't work. So now she's just kind of suffering. And she asks him to finish. So at 11 years old, he wound up mercy killing his own mother. So he grew up, a nutbag with voices in his head, and he kills, and he's sorry. Like when he killed the deer, the first thing we see him actually killing is a deer. It came through the head. He was driving, and it came through the windshield. And the deer is hanging inside the car, and of course, he hears voices. So the deer's like, kill me, man. Kill me now, dude. Just do it, dude. And it was Ryan Reynolds' voice also. And so he pulls out a knife and he kills the deer. Mercy kill. So it seems like that was going on in his head. Like when he killed the first woman, Fiona, he fell on top of her and wound up, I'm putting air quotes, accidentally stabbing her in her gut. And then she's laying on the ground bleeding out. And so he's like, oh, I can't let her suffer. So, he continued to murder her and then cut her up in a bunch of pieces. Mental health. Mental health. The cat, man. It's great that they picked a cat because, cats are assholes anyway. Just a normal cat. You got to beg, for their attention. It was great that they picked a cat to do this. So he's got 3 heads in the refrigerator, all talking to him. Cat, dog. Therapist tied up on the couch. Oh, he lives above a bowling alley. I neglected to mention that part. He lives above an abandoned bowling alley. It's not a functional one. So he's got all this free space. You know what? Now that I think about it, there's lots of places he could have hid lots of bodies if he was, doing what the cat wanted him to do. The cat was encouraging him to, man, don't listen to this soft-ass dog. I hope he gets hit by a truck. Stop taking them fucking meds. Let's go out here and be true to yourself. Stop fighting it. Why are you doing this? Let's go. The cat was like, let's go. And the dog was like, oh, no, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Don't listen to him. He's evil. Damn Debbie Downer dog. Ryan did a really good job, as usual. He's got that stupid face about himself, no matter what he's doing. It's so funny. There was one scene when he did such a good job. It was just a really short scene, maybe 10, 15 seconds. But I was like, okay, Ryan, all right, I see you. It was when all the voices, he was in the kitchen, and all the voices were talking to him at the same time, and they're all saying shit. And then they started to increase the volume a little bit, slowly, slow progression, slowly, and then it gets loud, and the voices are getting louder and louder and louder, and he falls to the floor, and he's holding his head with his hands, and the voices are getting louder, and all of a sudden he takes, both fists and balls them up, and he screams, shut up, really loud. But the way Ryan did it, it was great. It was like perfect. It was like that's exactly how I would look and feel if I had all those voices in my head all at the same time, and I wanted him to shut the fuck up. It would look just like that. I thought he did a good job. It's a really short scene, but if you watch the movie, check out that part. I thought he did a good job right there. So, ultimately, Jerry gets, the police are on his tail. They're at the house. They bust in and they rescue the therapist, but he has gone off into the bowling alley. He busted a pipeline in his kitchen first because he was planning on, setting his, killing shit. And so he goes down in the bowling alley, sneaks in the bowling alley, and then the gas leak is ignited, and boof, the bowling alley explodes. Not completely, but a good chunk of it. And they show Jerry laying on the ground, and you can still hear the dog and the cat. You don't see them anymore, but you can still hear them. The cat saying, get up, quit being a bitch, get up. What the fuck are you doing? We got to get out here and get to killing. What are you doing? And the dog is like, it's time for Jerry to go. There'll be too many more deaths and, what do you say? Deaths and sadness. It's time for Jerry to go. And so Jerry, dies on the floor. But that ain't the end of the movie. Well, that ain't the last scene in the movie. The last scene of the movie is hilarious also. It shows him, first it shows the cat and the dog. They've gone to heaven. And it's an all white scene. Everything's white, and the cat and the dog. And they're talking to each other, and they have to go to separate heavens. Because, dogs go to a different heaven. And so they're like, oh, this is the last time we're going to see each other. And the cat's like, fuck you, I hope you get hit by a truck. But alright then. And then they go their separate ways. And they show, Jerry in heaven also. How he got there, I don't know. But, it's his movie. What are you going to do? And they do a whole dance. All the women he killed were there. His mom and dad were there. And they do a dance. It's hilarious. All white background because it's in heaven. Everyone's dressed up in suits. It's real colorful. It's a really good movie. Y'all need to check it out. I give it 3 cookies. Sunflower gave it 4 cookies. I don't think anybody else, the 2 or 3 of y'all that are here saw it or, are commenting on it. But it's a good movie. I suggest you go watch it. You will not be disappointed. All right. I'm done with my rant. I have nothing else to say. It's funny that 9 to 20. I don't know what you mean. I'm just not reading your comment. It's funny that there is someone in here named Sunflower, my friend, because I am currently painting a sunflower. Yes, I said it. Painting a sunflower. I got skills y'all know nothing about. But I guess I'll end it here. I said all I have to say. To encourage you to go watch this movie. I promise you will not be disappointed. It's cringy. It's hilarious. It's murdery. It's funny. It's sarcastic. I don't think there was any police chases. No, no, no. Sorry, not much action other than, well, running down people and schmurdering them and chasing people around your living room and cutting up bodies. That's a little action. But other than that, it's pretty funny though. Check it out. So, next Sunday, I don't know what genre. Oh, you know what? I didn't put up my thing. What genre? Oh, I did put this up here. Bam. Whole time. I don't know if y'all want to suggest a genre, or I will. If you can suggest it now, if one of the two or three of y'all that are here, or on my community wall, or underneath any one of my videos, you could just throw a suggestion up or email me. I'd like to make this get bigger and grow, and we could discuss these movies together instead of just me. Like I said before, it took me a minute to find a direction that I wanted to go in, and I feel like this is my lane. So I'm going to stay consistent, no matter the views. I know in the beginning it's going to be rough. I'm powering through. This is what I want to do. This is what I love. This is what I want to talk about. Hopefully you do too. Little video, little movie book club. Movie club. Movie book club. Movie club. Boom. Movie club. Okay. I figured out how to do some stuff earlier, but then I lost it. So then, see, I figured out I had this intro. I need a new one. I need a new intro. The person that made me that intro, you are awesome. And if you have some free time and wanted to make me a new one, that was the subject matter would be around movies. Maybe a guy on a couch watching a movie. I don't know. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. But I figured out how to do it through StreamYard down here whole time. Whole time. Huh. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to try to stay for 2 more minutes because I'm trying to make it even. Well, 25 ain't really even. But you know what I mean. They all can't be winners. But I do hope that y'all go watch this movie, man. You will not be disappointed. You really won't. It was on Tubi, but when I went to watch it this morning, it wasn't there anymore. But it is on in the other places that I mentioned earlier, and on my community wall. Mr. Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers was down. He hated that soft ass dog. He wanted him to die every day. He was so evil and encouraging and encouraging Jerry to bad voices. Bad voices. Bad voices. Aw. Mental health, y'all. Mental health. Let me get ready to get on out of here. I could have played. Nobody cares. Okay. Well, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. Hopefully it'll get better with time. Until next time. Peace.